Robot 317 gamers here. As promised earlier today, due to the upcoming release of Battlefront and the fact that I have not completed these walkthroughs for you, here we go with our now ridiculous quick walkthrough session. Keep in mind, as always, I am not showing you walkthroughs as to how to complete every objective, just the primary ones in order to get yourself something along the lines of an S rank. We left off after Over the Fence, so we're going to jump right into Where the Bees Sleep. Now, like CTW, destroy the anti-aero radar at Desmasi Laman, and we can just avoid a whole lot of BS. Now, also, we are all gonna kind of do this a little cheap. I am not going, just due to the fact that I am running on limited amount of time, we are gonna go in full-blown stealth camo, ready to go. But because of that, we're also gonna have a little bit more fun. Always gonna pack some C4 with us now. So, what do I wish to bring with me? Why not? As much as I love the Serval, we're gonna bring my sniper rifle with the wonderful 75 round drum magazine. We're going all lethal. We're not gonna be playing around today. Let's do this.
Locate and bring back the U.S. military's new weapon codenamed Honeybee. The CIA put it in the hands of the Hamid group of Mujahideen, but the Hamid fighters were wiped out. The Honeybee must still be hidden at their base, the fort at Desmasi Laman. Unfortunately, the Soviets are looking for the weapon as well. You have to get to it before they do. Bring it back here. There's a photo of the target on your iDroid. One more thing. Apparently, one of the Hamid fighters survived. He's missing, but if you can find him, he might lead us to the target. Good luck, boss.
Approaching enemy outpost. Hold on, boss.
Desmasi Fort. Desmasi Laman. Now to find the Honeybee.
Buddy, set her down.
night vision goggles on you? Who would have thought they'd hide it there? You secured the target. Now you just need to bring it back. Call the chopper from your iDroid. You are not to use the Honeybee. The order was to recover it with its ammunition.
Now what's the fun in that? Womp, womp, womp.
You look well rested, big boss. My, how you've changed. You became a demon for such little weapons as that? Well, I'm sure you'll see the bigger picture eventually. If you get out of here alive. Rest in peace this time. I'll see you in hell, boss.
Soldier. Damn it, they're everywhere. Those skulls are too fast. If you had a holy weapon. Boss, maybe it's time to see what the Honeybee can do.
Nice. So, let's recap. You drop in, run on the Smasse Le Mans, run straight for the Honeybee, trigger all the events, and GTFO. Jesus.
Then bring the target back.
This is Speedquad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Speedquad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
You know, it's kind of funny. I sat here, and last night I started playing Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 and all the older ones again. And I'll tell you what, going from those to this and back again, it's a real trip trying to get used to the mechanics of the older games again. I was actually having difficulties on Metal Gear Solid 2 taking down Olga just because my mechanics were focused on MGS5 style gameplay and haven't really played 2 or 3 in, God, at least 2 years, which is a shame.
Alright, get in. Time to go.
This is
Gaining altitude.
So anyways, keep in mind, because I'm using special items, I'm always going to get an A rank, but over 130,000 points is an S rank.
Yes, mission complete. Boss,
Wow, so that would have been a failure altogether, huh? Well then, that's my own fault. Maybe I should have actually taken out the skulls and that would have boosted my score. Either way, you get the point.
So this unit in the mist, their speed, the way they jump, it's not human. And those deformities,
They attacked the Soviets, too.
and that Grim Reaper look-alike in charge of them. That giant thing that carried him off. What the hell are they?
Cypher.
Well, what do they want? What's their objective? Why Afghanistan? There's one more thing troubling me.
What happened to the Hamid?
Exactly. Whole squads of hardened Mujahideen killed without a fight, and no trace of BC weaponry. What does it all mean?
That's what we're here to find out.
Yeah, right. If we really need to know, the truth will reveal itself. Even if it's ugly.
So we'll move right on to mission 7. I'm sorry if I'm not really talking a lot, due to the fact that I really want everyone to get the full enjoyment of the game as well while I'm playing these. And for the viewer that joined us, I'd like to reiterate, I'm not doing this in a traditional standpoint due to the limited amounts of time that I have with my work schedule, kind of blowing through these using special items. Just that way I'm not sitting here stressing myself for time. This is more just to show everyone quick ways of completing missions to possibly get S ranks, with the small exception of that last one. Actually, let's bring D-Horse for this one.
3 Soviet commanders are meeting at Calais. The mission is to eliminate all 3. How you do it is up to you, boss. Good luck. I've set the target's anticipated travel routes and the meeting location to your map. Take a look. Target confirmed dead. Now move on to the other 2.
Glitching or something, but for some odd reason the game seems to think that I keep telling the controller to hit the X button. Interesting. Hopefully I didn't get here way too early. Guess not.
Is that him? Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets.
I need to adjust my elevation a little bit.
That's the target. Looks like we found him. Target neutralized. One remaining. Hey, that was target confirmed dead. Impressive work, boss. Your objective's complete. Get yourself out of the hot zone, by chopper or by land. It's your choice. Don't hang around.
So there's that one for you.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by. Gaining altitude. Departing.
Woohoo!
Yes, mission complete. Boss, that was exceptional. Mission complete, boss. That was impressive. But what do you suppose they were going to discuss at such a rare meeting? Guess we'll never know.
Alright, so next. This one's probably one of my favorite ones to do, and this trick will work as always with both the standard and the subsistence version of the mission.
This mission has two objectives. Eliminate the Colonel scheduled to take up a post at Smasi Fort and stop the deployment of his tank unit. Your first move should be to head to Sakai village and search for the Colonel and his deployment plans. Enemy combat vehicles, you want to use explosive weaponry. Missiles, grenades, placed explosives. If you haven't developed these yet, use your iDroid to give the order. Choose your weapon according to the situation. supposed to be stationed in Sakai village. Where are you going? Target extraction confirmed. Good work. Now for the Colonel. Roger. That's the way. Good. You completed the objective. Now get out of there. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod. On station at LZ.
Now, obviously, instead of just doing what I did, bum rush and extract everything, set down your explosives, just throw everything out. Bring a good missile launcher, take them all out from the distance. I mean, it's really up to you. These are all just quick little ways of showing you efficient ways, as I said before. And welcome, new viewer. Hope you enjoy the show. We're going to breeze through as much of this game as we possibly can tonight. So, hope you're ready for a very long session.
Alright, mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time, huh?
And on we go. I am going to skip back up, back down, only for the reason that the mission itself is just so long, because you have to stay in the battleground for that entire 15 minutes regardless. So, I'll give you a quick breakdown just here on the map. Start off here, north of the supply outpost, and then right here, if you bring D-Horse, if I can get this thing to stage for 2 seconds, right here, right where the side road and the main road leads, if you bring D-Horse there and you use him as the distraction, you can extract every vehicle without getting caught, and therefore it will spawn the helicopter and the 3 tanks, and therefore allowing you to complete the side objective. So there you go, just saved you from 20 minutes of watching me lay down on some rocks. Excuse me while I get a drink here. I've been working so much lately, I am just so tired. Things that I love the little promotion I got. It just makes my life all the better.
mission is to rescue a prisoner being held at Lamar Khatib Palace. He's known as Malak, Angel to his fellow Mujahideen. Start by checking the target's VI on your iDroid. The Soviets captured him and took him to the ruins of the palace. His family was subsequently killed in an airstrike on his village. The Soviet scorched earth operation wiped it off the map. The client is none other than his father. Or rather, this was his father's dying wish. If you can manage to rescue other prisoners as well, each one will add a bonus to our pay. When you see them, I'm sure your conscience will tell you what to do.
Be careful down there, boss.
You know, it's absolutely amazing how well these guys can just pinpoint your position. It really is. Woohoo! One more! Join the ranks. And hopefully he's actually worth bringing in. Heavy armor? Really? Once again, with that remarkable way of being able to find me, even though there's no way in hell he should have been able to know where I was. That's nice. Who doesn't love a good claymore? Well, it appears that after I take care of this little problem, I'm going to have to make a phone call. looks like I might have botched this one.
Leave the rest to us. Badly wounded. We can rule out a full extraction. We'll just have to do it by chopper. Call the chopper from your iDroid, boss. Then carry the target to it.
I guess that's what I get for trying to be a little too ballsy about it. But, hey, what can I say? No, I just carried you out of there for no damn reason whatsoever. Makes perfect sense. I'm not here to save you.
Exfiltrate the hot zone, boss.
So that's probably going to be a little less than what we wanted, but hey, this is what happens when you get a little too ballsy, do a little too much.
All right, mission
It's my own
complete,
fault.
boss.
Although that still would have been an S rank, somehow, some way, I have no idea. But, hey, you know what, I'll take it. Now if everyone will excuse me for one moment, I have a phone call to return, and then we will continue on.
Boss, that target you extracted, Malik, is saying that he's never heard of our client. What's more, he says his village was destroyed long before he was ever taken prisoner. Apparently it fell victim to some sort of disease, then was completely burned to the ground. Malik was out on a mission at the time, and that's the reason why he alone survived. But the question is, who hired us to find him? According to Malik, he saw strange soldiers snooping around the village when he got back. Turns out they were members of Cypher's strike force, XOF. My theory is they wanted to get their hands on Malik to question or silence him before the Soviets could get to him. Cypher was just using us to cover things up. All that crap about Malik's relative was a front to convince us to retrieve him. But an entire colony just wiped off the map. It sounds a lot like the Hamid during the Honeybee incident. All I know, boss, is there's no way in hell I'm handing Malik over to Cypher. I decided to bring him back to Mother Base instead. He's one of us now. We told the client through a cutout that the target was killed. For some reason, though, they still paid us everything we were owed. Cypher's obviously up to something, and this is probably just another preemptive cleanup operation to them. But to Malik, he lost his village, his family, everything, and he wants his revenge. In other words, he's one of us. Boss, you okay? Could it be that sniper? Quiet.
Quiet. Our silent assassin. Where's the sniping point? The enemy sniper just disappeared. Zero visibility. If you can't mark him, you don't stand a chance. Stay sharp. Boss, you need to go around outside the enemy's line of sight. Get into position undetected and attack from behind or the side. Did you get her? With those abilities of hers? No doubt about it. She has to be one of the Skulls. Now move in and finish your boss. She's working for Cypher. Quiet is a valuable source of information, boss. There's no need to kill her. Think carefully. This is your decision. The female sniper. Quiet. Cypher's assassin. Finish her. She's one of the Skulls. Hurry up and kill her. No. Killing her would be a waste. Bring her back here. Boss. Boss. Boss, you're not thinking of bringing her back here, are you? She works for Cypher. We don't even know the extent of her abilities. She is not setting foot on this base. Good word, boss. Can't believe you took her down alive. Now bring her back here. Let's find out what she really is. This is too dangerous. Kill her.
Arriving shortly
Don't
at
bring her to her home. This is the boss's decision.
Pequod!
Us in the extraction chopper.
Okay, boss. You know I've always got your back. But if you bring her here, I'll just have her killed. Boss, no.
Gaining altitude. Departing.
Slipped the line, huh? Shame. She's one of a kind.
Fine by me. We don't need her type. Boss, we need to talk. Get back to base. Everything else can wait.
Confirmed. One bogey on our 6. Steady at .4 miles. It's tailing us.
Don't lead it back to Mother Base.
Roger. We'll shake it off.
then. That always makes things interesting, doesn't it?
No way she's setting foot on this base. Boss, she's with Cypher.
Thermals! Clear. Seize her. Fire. Miller! She saved the boss.
She was saving herself.
Fire!
Put her in the cell. Boss.
Keep an eye on her.
Right. Take her away. What are you waiting for? Move!
Boss, you are going to regret this. That woman...
I know. She knows our location. Either way, one of these days we're gonna have to kill her. But now is not the time. When the time comes, I'll pull the trigger.
Well, you know what? With that in mind, I'll be honest, I'm getting a little burnt out of this game. I mean, if the bottom left doesn't explain enough, I've already put in close to 300 hours into this game. So, I've been burnt out on it for a little while. It might be one of those things where I might end up handling two things at once, but for now, I think we're just going to call it a night. We blew through quite a few missions. I know I'm not doing it in the most entertaining way possible, you know, because I'm kind of using a cheap method in order to do a lot of things, and also being a jackass on other things. But like I said, this is more for entertainment, not to be like some serious thing where it's like, oh yeah, I'm awesome at this, because, you know, I know a lot of players who are a lot better than me at this game. So with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. This is Justin with 317 Gamers. Have a great night, and I'll see y'all next time.